Kel-Tec P32, made right here in the United States, down in Cocoa, Florida, was designed by George Kellgren, which is a famous firearm designer who actually was the brainchild of Husqvarna, Intratec, and the Grendel Firearms Company. And if you remember anything about that, this gun, when I first saw it, reminded me a lot of the original Grendel pistols. Now, while the 32 ACP is not known for its strong defensive capabilities, this is a very lightweight, small, well-rounded edged pistol that is great for concealed carry, when sometimes a larger caliber is just out of the question. You know, as many have said, it's better to have something like this in your pocket than to leave your .45 at home. The Kel-Tec P32. We're going to take a good look at it. Now, before we really get into it, we're going to safety check the pistol, and of course you take your magazine release and drop it, which the magazine release is here. Pull the slide back to check to see if there are any rounds, and there are none. Now, the number one appeal for the little Kel-Tec P32 is that the weight is just incredibly light. It's 6.6 ounces, fully loaded it's only 9.4. 7-in-1. And you can get 10-round factory magazines. This is a Mec-Gar magazine, and it has the thumb extension to give you just a little more gripping surface. But even then, as you can see how incredibly thin this pistol is. Like I said, very well-rounded edges. This gun is made specifically for the concealed carry market. Now here are the sights, are a fixed sight. As you can see, this crescent here, and it's just to line up. This gun, again, is made for concealed carry. It is to pull, draw, and fire. So you want to keep the sights very low for low snag. Now the Kel-Tec does have, the hammer is recessed where it can't be activated outside, but you can see the hammer here. Now this is not necessarily a true double action, even though you have to pull the trigger, and you can see the hammer's function. It is in a half-cock position, and I'm going to show you after I pull the trigger. See how far it's buried into the slide. Once you pull the slide back, of course you have to release the magazine. It does have magazine hold open, last round hold open, which is nice. But as you can see, the hammer is in a half-cock position. So that really helps with trigger pull. But because of that, because the hammer's inside, and it's like a double action only, there are no external safeties. Now it has been put through the SAMI drop test, which is done through military specs, and it has been dropped from all kind of different positions and angles, and this gun will not fire when dropped. So it is a very safe design. Now to give you a comparison for caliber, this is a 9mm, and this is the 380 ACP, which is just really 9mm short. And then we have the 32 ACP, which is 7.65mm. So that'll give you just an idea of the diameter of the bullet. There is a blued slide here. It's a milled piece of steel. There's also, you can get this in a parkerized finish and in a hard chrome finish. This is a DuPont high-impact polymer frame, very resistant. A lot of the internal parts, though, are aluminum. And we're going to break the gun down to let you look at about field cleaning. It does break down pretty simply, but there is a little trick to it that's different than most. Now, to break the gun down, you need to leave your magazine in, because you have to pull the slide back. It keeps the slide back. Now, as you see this recess in the slide, this place here, typically you push the pin through from this side. But on this design, you do not. And you take a spent cartridge, put it under in that recessed area, and then pull. And as you can see, it pulls forward. Then release your magazine, and then you pull your pin out. Now you'll need to you'll need to release the slide stop, so you just need to pull the slide just back a little bit and then it forward right off. Everything else is pretty much like a basic pistol breakdown. You have your recoil spring here and you have your barrel that pulls out here. Now you'll notice this bailed barrel, and what that does when the slide is forward, it gives a good solid surface and really will increase your accuracy. Reassembly is the same. Barrel in first, your recoil spring, it goes into the notch right here. Go ahead and put it over. Now what I like to do is go ahead and put the magazine back in it and let it catch, and then it makes it much easier. Now you'll see this little spring here. You'll need to get your pin and push that down a little and then push it forward. Then you'll release your magazine again and it is forward. This design has been around for a good many years now. I believe it was 1999 that it was first introduced, and there have been hundreds of thousands of these produced, and there's a huge following for Kel-Tec. A very fine little, reasonably priced pistol. Of course, I do have a review on their 9mm, and they do make this in .380. The Kel-Tec P32 and .32 ACP, excellent quality pistol for the budget. I would highly recommend the Kel-Tec products. And as always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more fun gun reviews and sensible survival. God bless America. Long live the Republic. This small would be better than leaving your, and so there you need to really, I believe it holds 9. Why would I think that?
Today we're going to be looking at the Kel-Tec P32. It's something really nice. This is 32 ACP, which stands for Automatic Colt Pistol. This is an excellent little pistol. You want to check it out yonder when you're in your gun shop next time. The Kel-Tec P32.